Hello everyone. Today in this video we are going to start chapter number 2, Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom, from page number 23. In our previous video we have read the chapter till page number 22, and in the last paragraph we discussed that how and when Nelson Mandela joined the African National Congress. So it was when he realized that not only he is whose basic rights were snatched away, but the people of all those who looked like him, they are are being tortured on the basis of this apartheid system. All right, so this we have read already. So please open your book on page number 23, and we are going to start the reading of the chapter from this line. It was the desire for the freedom. What it is? It was the desire of the freedom. So my people to live their lives in dignity and self-respect. That animated my life, that transformed a frightened young man into a bold one, that drove a law-abiding attorney to become a criminal. So this is also a very important line, that how his life changed, how he was transformed. So this is also one of the question. So that how he transformed a frightened young man to a bold one. So here he is saying that due to his fire right to get this freedom or to liberty, he has to change, he has to join this National Congress, African National Congress we can say. And there when he was actually this fire of getting liberty, right, when he just went into this rebellion, so this actually changed him completely as a man, from being scared to brave. Earlier he was a normal man. He is saying here that he was a frightened young man. So frightened young man means he was a scared man, right? So this scared to brave he has transformed, and a lawyer actually he was, right, who just follow the rules and regulations, to the one who was breaking the laws, right, and a family man to a man without a home, and a lively man into being a monk. So this he wants to say here. In the next line also he has written that turned a family loving husband into a man without a home, that forced a life loving man to live like a monk. So this is the transformation after he joined African National Congress. In the next lines, I am no more virtuous for self-sacrificing than the next man, but I found that I could not even enjoy the poor and limited freedoms I was allowed when I knew my people were not free. Freedom is invisible. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them. The chains on all of my people were the chains on me, right? So what he wants to, what is saying here, that it was the knowledge that he had, that he and his people have restricted freedom, that made him into a selfless man, as opposed to before. Like in the earlier lines we have read, in the above given lines, that how he has changed. Earlier he was a family man, now he is a man without home, right, like a monk he is living. So here he is saying that it was the knowledge that he and his people who have restricted freedom that made him into a selfless man, and opposed to before. The chains on any one of my people were the chains. It is here, when I knew that my people were not free. Freedom is invisible. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them. So this is also very important line here, and he is saying that freedom cannot be divided actually here, right? So that can snatching it away from someone was equivalent to taking it away from everyone, right? So this he is saying here, that what he is saying, the chains on all my people were the chains on me. So that's why he is saying that snatching the freedom away from someone was equivalent of taking it away from everyone, and meant taking it away from the author also. Next is, I knew that the oppressor must be liberated just as surely as oppressed. A man who takes away another man's freedom is a prisoner of hatred. So this is last paragraph, and this is quite important too. A man who takes away another man's freedom is a prisoner of hatred. He is locked behind the bars of prejudice and the narrow mindedness. I am not truly free if I am taking away someone else's freedom. Just as surely, I am not free when my freedom is taken from me. The oppressed and the oppressor alike are robbed of their humanity. So please underline this line. The oppressed and the oppressor alike are robbed to their humanity. So here one word prejudice is there, and you know prejudice means a strong feeling of what is that? A strong dislike without any good reason, right? So here in this last paragraph he says that the need to free the oppressor is as high as that of the oppressed. Because suppose if you are oppressing someone, if you are torturing someone, so you are equally bounded, right? And if you are being oppressed, if you are getting tortured, right, if you are allowing someone to torture you, so then also you are bounded by the hatred, right? So that's why he is mentioning here in this paragraph that the need to free the oppressor is as high as that of the oppressed, because the oppressor is bounded by the bars of hatred, right? He is equally criminal. He has the weight of all the people who has tormented, right? For he carries the curses of all their families for taking away someone else's freedom and making them prisoners, and he becomes a prisoner of what you can say, biasness. Thus he is robbed of his humanity and needs to be freed. So this was the chapter which was an extract from the autobiography of Nelson Mandela, right, who was the first black president of South Africa. So here you got the description that how the inaugural ceremony took place, and how he just shared his experience of when he was being tortured, when he was a slave, right? I hope you got the chapter, and the important thing you have got in the last lines also, that the oppressor is as much as prisoner as the oppressed, right? As soon as the former robs the oppressed of their freedom, he himself gets robbed of his humanity. So oppressor is also not free. This he wants to say in the last lines. Thank you very much for today. Read the chapter, do the question answers. Thank you.